How do you become an artist when your life is crazy and there's just too much going on? I recently moved in with my family to help out with the family. And now that they're all moved in, even more family just recently came to visit. And I have a lot of extra responsibilities, not just socially, but just wanting to spend time with them. And life has been a little bit more chaotic than it usually is. And when I'm trying to develop habits and teach you all to develop habits, it can be really difficult, especially when those habits are new, like they are to me, to keep that kind of stuff up and to keep improving. It sucks when you're making headway and then your life just sort of derails into chaos and you can't seem to do the things that you wanted to do. And I don't want to totally derail all the progress that I've made just because my life has become a little bit more interesting. I love my family, so I want to be able to do everything, accomplish the things I want, and be able to spend time with them and, be responsible. So how do you do that? How do you balance everything when your life is crazy? There actually are a couple things that you can do. So let's talk about them. You have to plan. You have to train for the chaos and be better prepared than you've ever been in your entire life. There seems to be a misconception, which I've had comments about this on TikTok, where if you plan things out, you have less freedom and you feel more restricted, and life is just a little bit more mundane in general because everything is planned out. But truthfully, the more that you plan things, the more freedom that you actually end up having, because it organizes you and it lets you be efficient with your time. And it creates a lot of freedom for yourself, especially in art. The faster that you become an artist, the more efficiently you can make that path. Then the sooner you're going to be able to draw the things that you really want to draw. There's a big learning curve to drawing and getting to a place where you can actually, imagine characters and bring them to life. You have to learn so many things in order to make that happen and to do it really well. So if you can learn efficiently, get there faster, then that's how you're going to have the freedom to draw whatever you want. So the more that you plan things out, the more that you train for chaos and make sure you're prepared on a day-to-day basis, no matter what happens, the more freedom that you're going to have. It's not going to be more restrictive. To do that, to plan and train for the chaos, when you have less time in your schedule, all you want to do is reduce the scope, but still stick to the schedule that you've given yourself. If you were drawing for an hour every single day, but you knew your life was going to be total chaos for a week, put in the drawing for like 5 minutes. You could take a day off, by the way. Don't think that you totally have to commit every time. If you're sick or injured and you can't do something, by all means, take a break. Don't go crazy. But if you do have the time, even though it's smaller than what you intended, make sure you stick to the schedule that you gave yourself. Every time you stick to and make that decision to make that habit a reality, make that behavior something that you do, it's a vote for that person that you're trying to become, right? So the more that you do that, the easier it's going to be to commit and deliver on that habit, that drawing habit that you're trying to make. I had a new article this week. It's one of the longest ones I've ever written, and it's really good, but I could not for the life of me find time to film it. So I'm doing this right now to accomplish my goals. I'm making a sped up video of my drawings and talking about something that's real and relatable, that's still important, but on a smaller scale, so I can actually spend the time filming and making that other video really good when I have the time to do it, when my family isn't in total chaos. One thing from James Clear that you can do is his, what he calls the if-then statement. It's kind of like programming. But, if you don't wake up in time to draw in the morning, then you will draw after lunch. It's a simple, if I don't do this, then I'll do this, but not turning it into some kind of punishment. You don't want to say, if I miss drawing for the morning, then I'll draw twice as long in the afternoon. If you're having an unexpectedly busy day or your life is just total chaos, you can plan for it. And you can use that if-then technique to figure out ways to still accomplish the behavior that you were trying to do, whether it's drawing or painting, or maybe you're just an artist and you're good at that and you're trying to start exercising. I don't know. You can still accomplish the things that you want to do. You just reduce the scope, but stick to the schedule. And if that means you have to change up your day a little bit, that's okay. Just make sure you do it in a small enough way that you can still stick to it at any time during the day. The more that you show up for yourself, the easier it's going to be for you to do the things that you really want to do in life. For me, that's drawing. Probably is for a lot of you too. So if you're having chaos in your life, good luck and have a happy and healthy creative process.